how to deliver the most amazing results for your coaching clients and how can you serve them to the best of your ability. And I want to start this video with this. You are not the coach. Like, you're more than a coach. You have to be more. But first of all, why do you need a world-class service delivery? There are three main reasons we all need it. First of all, LTV. So we turn a client, a paying client, into a much bigger client by just working with him for longer. If your clients initially sign up with you for 4 months, for 6 months, you can extend this period of time to literally years if your service delivery is on point, if they want to keep working with you, if they see the results that you promise. Second of all, MRR. So you can stack on the back end of your first offer, you can stack MRR. You can sell people into your community where they pay monthly, weekly, and this is how you grow a predictable and stable business based on the MRR that you stack. And lastly, but most importantly, client results. So in my community, our most engaged posts are our posts about wins. So if your clients are winning, I mean, you're a great coach, right? And this is what we should all strive for, to get client results so we can stack MRR, so we can increase our LTV. So actually, it's number one, number two, and number three, like this. So the world-class service delivery starts with who are you? You have to figure out who your clients want you to be to better serve them. And there are typically three hats that you as a coach, as a service provider, can just pick and choose and kind of like wear the right hat for the right client. So there is a mentor hat, and if you are a mentor, you're leading from the front. So you say stuff like, yes, I tested this, I tested that, this worked, this didn't, let's do this. So whenever client asks you, Tim, how should I go about these ads? If I am a mentor, if the client needs a mentor right now, I would go like, yeah man, I've tested it, it worked, you can do this, this and that to improve my results. But if it worked for me, it will definitely work for you as well. So you're leading from the front, you're basically showing people what you've achieved, and by doing that, you inspire them, you show them what's possible with your strategy, and you literally walked the talk before you start even talking. So this is how you are being a mentor for your coaching clients. And you can quickly see if they actually need a mentor or not, because typically these people have some kind of a doubts. I mean, they know what to do, but they just need a confirmation that the thing that they're about to do is the right thing for them at the time. Second of all, you can be a coach. You should be a coach for some people. A coach is someone who is not giving you the answer, but asking you questions and makes you find an answer inside of your head. So, for example, if the client comes to me and I know that they have an answer to the question that they're asking, I would never answer before they do. Let me give you a situation. Recently, a client came to me asking about his appointment series. So he was disappointed with his work. He was a little bit frustrated because he's not booking any calls, and he's been working with this guy for like 2 weeks, no results and stuff like that. And Tim, what should I do? What do you think you should do? How do you feel about this guy? What would be the right move for you right now? How would how do you solve this situation? Yeah, I would probably fire him and find a new one. Cool, do that, right? So you don't want to always give your clients an answer, because you want to teach them to think. You want to and sometimes they already have an answer, right? Your clients are smart. They are experts in their fields, right? So most of them have an answer. They don't like to admit it, because sometimes this is a painful answer, an answer that we don't want to hear, like firing someone. It's a hard decision to make. So this is why your clients ask you this question, again, to get the confirmation that the stuff that they are about to do, their feelings are the right ones. but instead of giving them an answer, ask them a couple more questions to make them realize this answer. This way, it's like on a sales call. You don't want to say that your stuff is best. You want a prospect to say that your stuff is best. So it's the same way. The decision will be more powerful if it's your client who says that, who talks about the decision, not you. So if you're a coach, you just ask questions and you make your clients realize the answers inside of their heads. And the last hat is a consultant hat. So whenever you are a consultant, you basically give people an answer to any question they ask. So they ask a question, you give an answer. It's like, Tim, how do I set up ads? Cool, you click this button and that button and your ads are ready to go. Or use this script and it will work, etc. So you give a practical answers to practical questions if you are being a consultant. And when you master all three of those, you can literally help everyone. I mean, if they are your ideal client avatar, and you just switch between those three hats, and this way you can support your clients to the best of your ability. Because some people need a coach, some people need a consultant, some people want a mentor. And by being all three of those, by switching between these three hats, you can support your clients to the best of your ability. You can give them everything that they want. This is why I said that you are much more than just a coach. You are not just the coach. I mean, most people are, but why be a commodity, right? Now, let's talk about the 5 fundamentals of the world-class service delivery and how can you actually structure your program so it gets people from point A to point B to their dream outcome. First of all, you start with a course, and a course is something that you all should have because it allows you to buy back your time. A lot of people will join your program, will ask the same exact questions, so you never waste your time answering the same question ever again. You need to have a course, and this is how I typically view the course. This is a streamlined process that you are taking your clients through to get them the results that they want, right? So step 1, step 2, step 3, etc. In my case, we optimize an offer, we set up Instagram ads, we implement appointment setting or a sell by chat script, then we book calls, then we close deals, etc. Done. You're closing more deals, like the result is clear. So you have to have a streamlined process that you're taking your clients through and where every single piece is broken down inside of a specific course model. And something that I'm working on right now is I want to make all of my course models on this kind of like the first I want to make the first months inside of the program as easy to consume, like the content inside of the first months inside of my program as easy to consume as possible. So people literally spend like 2 hours consuming the entire thing and they know exactly what to do and have all of the steps they need to take, right? So you don't want them to just consume your material. Nobody buys your stuff to just watch your videos. They buy your stuff to get them the results that they want. So figure out the most effective way to deliver the course in a way that people actually understand what they need to do. So inside of each course model, focus on the checklists, like what they need to do after watching this checklists. So this is the most important part because otherwise your clients will only watch your stuff and it becomes very, very boring over time to just watch without getting the results. Number 2, workshops. And a workshop for me is just a breakdown of a specific part of the funnel. So you need to update your course every once in a while. So for me, it kind of makes sense to host workshops. I host two workshops per month, and I just break down a specific part of the funnel and I replace a piece of the course. So it's literally like the same thing. So I replace a specific piece of the course with the workshop. So let's say recently we had a 101 IG stories workshop. So the piece of the course where I talked about IG stories, like we don't need it anymore. Like I removed it and I replaced it with the workshop, on IG stories. First, it allows you to, get all of your clients on a call talk to them for 1 hour straight, break down a specific part of the funnel, help them solve their specific pain. In my case, it was, a lack of ideas for Instagram stories. And then you also add it to the portal and you turn your live workshop into an evergreen course model for all of your future coaching clients as well. And also, what I found about workshops is it is something that people are looking for. Like if you announce that the next month you have this workshop and that workshop, people will look forward to these workshops. So you want to give your clients a vision and also something that excites them about, the next months, the upcoming months, or upcoming like 6 months inside of your program. So workshops are great for that. So it is something that people will look forward to. If you announce that, let's say this month we have the workshop funnel, whatever, like the workshop funnel, and next month we'll probably be talking about appointment setting, DM scripts, and maybe like even selling on calls and stuff like that. So people who need this help now are looking forward to these workshops because they know that this is an insane like golden nugget that I'm about to share. So second, workshops. Then calls. Typically for calls, I just do Q&A, maybe some insight, and some over the shoulder. So what I mean by that is I just show my clients, being a mentor, I just show my clients what is going on inside of my business. I'm like, this week we're testing this strategy, we're testing this ad, we are posting these stories. The reason why we're doing this and that is that, and here's how it helped us get X amount of clients. Or we're hosting this workshop, we sold that many tickets, we did this and that, etc. So on these calls, you want to be a mentor, show them what you did, because like if you're running your own funnel, then if you're using the same system that you're teaching your clients to, this is going to be, first of all, very valuable for your clients, but second of all, it will build a significant amount of trust. So people will trust in your system. If you consistently update them on your progress and they see how you use your own system, it will, like, the amount of trust that you're going to build with this type of content is insane. So definitely do that. And lastly, yeah, also you want to answer questions, obviously. So you host this group call so people can ask you questions, and you can help them better. If you add one-on-ones to your main program, like the stuff that you sell, then one-on-ones obviously is a part of your strategy as well. I give people a one-on-one calls on demand. So the more, like, they can book as many calls as they want as long as they don't abuse them. And I find that people rarely book more than one call a week. So it's typically like you do the same amount of work, but when you sell it, it looks way like, way more like people want it more because they are like, oh, on demand, like you'll spend as much time with me on a call as I want to. That's cool, etc. If you don't have one-on-ones as a part of your program, then using the gravity offer technique, this is how Social Snipers structure their offers. You can upsell. So basically, this part right here in the middle is your one-on-one consulting. And if you currently have people on these tiers, let me change the color. If you currently have people on these tiers, community tiers, group tiers, you can upsell them into your one-on-one. You can just offer them to pay you double or triple for your one-on-one. And you'll be amazed, but 20% of your clients, your group clients, will do that because they need more help. So this way you are not monetizing things, you are monetizing access to you as a coach. And the more access people have to you, the more often they jump on the one-on-ones, the more the more one-on-one communication channels they have, the more they pay you. So if your community is, let's say like let's say 5K for 6 months. 6 months, then your one-on-one is probably could be something like 10. So you can easily ask them to pay double for the same amount of like the content is the same workshops, the same course, everything, but they get one-on-ones, and that's what they are paying for your basically you're trading your time for money, but in this case you're doing it on this on scale, and you only allow your own clients to do that. So you kind of like filter out everyone who is not a good fit to work with you one-on-one, everyone who you don't like to work with. And the last thing that I've recently tested, and the results are incredible. 50% of my clients who just joined got a win, in just 7 days because of this step. So it works just like amazing. We'll keep doing it and we'll keep doubling down on this strategy. Basically, when people enter your program, so let's say you have a like 6 months program, right? There's a lot of course material. There are a lot of workshops. For example, I make 10 workshops instantly available for my clients upon joining. So they join and they have 10 workshops, 2 hours each to consume. Like that's a lot of information, and it's very easy to just get stuck into in just consuming content and not doing anything. So instead, what I did is I introduced a 30-day sprint for my clients. So there are like they stay with me for 6 months, and for the first 30 days, they go through the sprint. And the goal of the sprint is to make it easier to get introduced to the system. So during this sprint, you are only doing fundamentals. You're optimizing your offer, you're setting up Instagram ads, and you don't get distracted by all other strategies that we have. You don't do anything with the waitlist, you don't do workshops and stuff. So you only do fundamentals, the stuff that is going to get you the results that you want in the shortest amount of time. So like quick cash campaign, email campaigns, everything. You set up the whole process so you know this. But so by the end of the first months, so by the end of the first months, you know exactly what the Social Sniper strategy is about. You have all the fundamentals you need to just scale it to the moon, and you got your first results, so you also have some money to spend on ads and scale your ads, right? So this is the easiest way that I found for onboarding clients, right? You can jump on a one-on-one onboarding call with them, sure. You can give them some kind of a direction, yes, but you also need a structured course, like a separate course for their first like 30 to 60 days inside of your program, so they get onboarded as smoothly as possible and they know exactly what to do. So my sprint is all about checklists, all about the exact steps, like do this, do that, and you'll get these results that you want. And we only do fundamentals, so no distractions, just the key steps that you need to take to first make a quick close some quick deals, launch your ads on Instagram, optimize your offer, and kind of like have everything dialed. So from there, you can just scale like this. So these 5 things help me deliver the most amazing results for my coaching clients. Again, this is something that I'm, improving every single day. We collect feedback, we implement new things. Like sprint is something that we started doing it like a month ago or so, and yeah, as I said, the results were amazing, so we'll keep doubling down on that. But yeah, this is what helps me. Hope that it helps, and always remember that your funnel will only be as strong as the foundation of it. So if you know how typical funnel looks like, most of the funnels looks like, they look like this. So you have a shit ton of people, like a shit ton of leads on top of it, and you only have a few clients here on the bottom. The Social Sniper funnel is different because the wider the foundation, the better your course, community, coaching calls, 30-day sprint, the better your clients' results in general, the more money you have on the back end, meaning the more money you can reinvest and spend on ads. And the person who can spend less money on acquisition and make more money on the back end of his offer wins. So in Social Snipers, we optimize for client success first, and then we also just, spend a shit ton of money on ads, the money that we made on the back end, and we make more people enter our world with sniper ads and other like tools. We nurture our followers, turn them into leads, customers, and clients, etc. So the wider your foundation, the better results you deliver for your clients, the easier it's going to be for you to scale. So besides running ads, selling your offer, make sure that you have all these five and you deliver awesome results to your clients.